I'm Carly, this is Evan and Ripley. We have a dream to do America's Great Loop. Yep, we're young, dumb, and more naive than we ought to be, but we're sure a lot of people thought that when we got married at 23. Now we have dreams that are too big to wait until retirement, and desires that eat away at us each and every day. Join us as we navigate all the planning and preparation before we set off for the Great Loop.
We are live, back with another video.
And today, we are talking all about our thoughts on the AGLCA Winter Rendezvous. Was it worth it or not?
So let's start with the finances.
Yes. We broke it all down. Don't mind us if we're reading off of our paper, but you want to start us off?
Yeah, so before we reveal our grand total for the trip, we figured it would be good to break down each category and how we came up with the number. So our admission was $450 per person.
Yep.
That's your admission into
registration,
but it gets you in. It gets you all the sessions. It includes 3 dinners, 2 lunches, 2 different looper crawls, and each looper crawl had roughly 20 boats.
There were 2 looper crawl time blocks, and there was about 20 boats total. So you could really take your time. On the first day, there was, 2.5 hours to look at boats, and the ones you didn't see, you could go the next day.
Yeah. There were 27 round table discussions and 17 different exhibitors.
And there were 11 session time blocks. So if we went to the same ones, there were 11. If we wanted to divide and conquer, there were up to 22 sessions that we could go to.
I think that $450 was a reasonable number to pay.
It
seemed like a lot up front, but then when you see the food, the meals, it's like a mini boat show.
The meals were good too.
Yep.
We thought they were delicious, so that was good as well.
As far as our hotel, we spent $423, which is an exact amount just from our receipt.
Yep.
A couple nights in a hotel, $50 in gas to get across the state. Not
there
terrible.
And back.
And so all in, we were at $1,473 total. So about $1,500 for us to do this trip.
Yep, $1,500. So the reason that we wanted to hit hard with those numbers is because $1,500 can be a lot of money for anybody. And it also is a lot of money for a 2.5-day span. However, we saw it all in all as an investment into our dream and into our goals. What do you do for your car, for your house, for your future, investing into your Roth IRA, your relationships? You invest into them. You invest time, you invest money, you invest your resources. So to us, this was a very well worth it investment to get started on our Great Loop journey. The other part of that, there's the things we talked about that do cost money. Well, I also think there were some priceless aspects to the rendezvous as well. The networking and the connections that we made were invaluable, in my opinion. We were in a very large room with hundreds of like-minded people, the people that are doing the exact same thing as us. And on top of that, the reason we mentioned the 17 exhibitors, sponsors of the event, is they were also a priceless aspect to learning about financing your boat, dinghy sales, boat sales. We got to meet several brokers, and there were just a lot of exhibitors as well that we learned a lot from just in between sessions and whatnot. So
when she talks about the investment piece, I think about we both wanted to go to college. We both went to college and both graduated from college, but that process, you tour 5 schools, sometimes a dozen schools. As a high schooler, you'd go with your parents. You'd take the weekends. You would drive or you'd miss school as part of, wanting to do this. And that's kind of this step here for us to learn about it more. I also think when it comes to this event, there were 3 different categories I think every participant could put themselves in. the first would be they're on the fence. Is this something we want to do or not? Kind of more of a exploratory trip. And I would say you would leave there educated to make that decision. Of course, everybody who is there will push you in the direction of do it. There's tons of resources to, be comfortable doing it. But if you're on the fence and you go, you'll definitely be able to make a decision after attending.
Yeah, and what I would add to that group of people is we've already made that decision that we do want to go, but we were welcomed with open arms, even at our young age, which was out of the norm for most people there. And we were so highly encouraged. No one ever made us feel scared to do it or like we were too young to do it. And it's not like anybody there. It's not even like the AGLCA. They're not making any money on convincing you to do it. So everybody was very encouraging.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The next group of people would be what we would identify with is you've already made your mind up you want to do it, but you're just trying to learn as much as you can about the proper boat, the systems, and that absolutely is a great spot to be in. Of the exhibits to go to or classes, they, super detailed as far as you wanted. You could ask questions on anchoring, types of anchors. Definitely go if that's the group you're in.
Yeah.
Then the last group is kind of the reunion group, I would say. People who've already done it or are in progress, actually. And they're just there to, talk with other people doing it, have a good time. It's part of the Great Loop. It's just the camaraderie. People just like to go hang out with the friends that they've made, and that is a really cool aspect of this.
All in all, if you haven't been able to tell, we 1000% thought the rendezvous was worth it. I could see us going back when we're en route or as a reunion. We thought it was totally valuable, and we recommend it for anybody that's planning on doing the Great Loop.
Yeah, definitely sign up. You won't regret it. It's a good use of money. And for us, that $1,500 could definitely go up. There were people from every state just about.
Yeah.
We met people from Iowa, our home state. We met people from California. There's somebody who flew from Alaska.
Yeah.
Lots of Florida. A lot of Pennsylvania, New England, Ohio.
You're right. I would say $1,500 is actually on the low end because of our travel costs.
Yeah.
But, you can find cheap flights from everywhere. So make a vacation out of it. They're always, this one was in Florida. So I think a lot of people were kind of adding days on the beginning or end of their trip,
Yeah, because they host 2 of these a year.
3.
Oh, 3 a year now.
Fall, spring, and winter.
Very cool. So that is kind of the recap.
Yep.
We have a lot of exciting things coming up.
We do.
We are going to go meet Sailing Zatara this weekend.
Yes.
We are stoked for. We've been watching them. That's more of boat life. They've circumnavigated the whole world as a family on their big catamaran, but stoked to go meet them. We're going to film that and show you guys.
That'll be next week.
What we get ourselves into.
Yeah, that'll be next week. And then just upcoming for us and the channel, we are going to Stewart Trawler Fest. So if you will be there, let us know. We would love to connect. We would love to talk about your cruising history or your cruising experiences. Just learn more. We love to meet people. And going off of that, we also plan to go to the Palm Beach Boat Show. I'll put the dates for those here. And again, if you will be there, we would love to meet up. We just love meeting new people. We love asking questions. There's nothing more valuable, we think, than
it's already been cool. This channel is in the beginning stages, and we've already had people email us, and it's fun to build that community online and answer questions, go through, the same stage of, did you see this boat as a good fit or not a good fit? And why didn't you buy that boat? It looked like it was perfect, kind of thing. So reach out. We'd love to chat with you guys.
We would. And the last little thing we just want to talk about is we hear your comments. We see them. Everybody wants to know, how the heck are we going to do the Great Loop? We don't have a retirement fund set up. We're very young. How are we going to pay for it? What are we going to do? So stay tuned. We'll be answering your questions. We'll be talking about it. If you have any specific questions, leave them in the comments below, and we will be sure to answer them. Yeah.
Until then,
love you. Bye.
learn about it more and learn.
Start again with that's the stepping stone. Ripley, hey, Ripley.